Alright, can y'all hear me this time, y'all? Am I audible? Please tell me it's working this time! Can y'all hear me now? Because I really hope y'all can fuck. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Am I audible or no? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now? I hope that I'm audible. Can you hear me now? Fuck. Alright, am I audible now? Can y'all hear me? Is everything going? Yay! It's finally working! You're Audible.com, the best source for audiobooks online. I am so sorry about this technical fluke. My internet has been a bitch all day. This is like the second thing this week that has basically fucked me over, because yesterday my AC decided to give out. Check the filter's fucked. We don't have a spare, so I had to order them off Amazon earlier. Anyway, welcome. I'm glad this is finally working. So, today, I have more fan fiction in my library. Hello, Sandy. Hello, DSI friend. Hello, Rocky. Hello, Super Dark. But we're not going to read any of these for a little while because I want them to coincide with the release of my own content. I mean, I'd hope we all can fucking earn lives. Anyway. I believe I've already shown Rocky what I wanted to read today. We're going to be reading another lovely Angels fanfiction. Tamara, Prince Carl Philip and Tamara Mowry fanfiction. What's that? Who's Tamara Mowry? I don't fucking know. Let's find out together as a family. Tamara Darvette Mowry Housley is an American actress and television personality. She first gained fame for her teen role as Tamara Campbell on the ABC/WB sitcom Sister Sister, opposite her identical twin sister, Tia Mowry. She has also starred in the Disney Channel original movie Twitches and its sequel, Twitches 2. Apparently, she was also born in West Germany to American officers. Okay. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, is this our first person of color? Actually, let's see. She might be, but considering what we know about this author, they probably have, like, added a 15-page bio on her, so we'll find out together. And this one's actually finished. 18 whole parts. Number 12 in Royal Family, somehow. Tamara and Carl Phillip met after being set up by friends. They keep their initial courtship a secret for 2 years before going public and dealing with the intense media attention, especially since they have announced their engagement. Started December 21, 2018. Ended December 9, 2019. Oh, she is? She is a person of color? Yeah, Sandy, I agree. She sounds obscure. Like, I recognize Disney Channel original movie, and that's, like, all I recognized. 'Cause that's the bullshit I grew up on. Like, the golden age of Disney Channel. Anyway, let's read. Tamara. Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world, or do you need more? Send sign, yeah. You know what one of my pet peeves is? Another one of my pet peeves, aside from, like, everything else I've mentioned? This. People using weird lettering to seem cool and quirky. It's pathetic, and I hate it. Do not do this, ever. Or I will gaunt you. Giorno will whoop your ass, Sandy. Anyway. You feeling good, Rocky? Are you having fun yet? Prince Carl Philip of Sweden, Duke of Armland, Swedish pronunciation, Carl Philip. Carl Philip Edmund Bortil, born 13 May 1979, which is also happens to be my birthday. I was born May 13, 2000. Fun fact, is the only son and the second of 3 children of King Carl Gustav and Queen Sylvia. As of 2016, Prince Carl Philip is fourth in line to succession after his older sister. Yada yada, we know the drill. Tamara Darvette Mowry, born July 6, 1979. Wait, wasn't it 1978? Wasn't the Wikipedia article we just pulled up say 1978? Oh, Jesus Christ. We're a page in and we've already got an inconsistency, gang! Hey, they have that Scandinavian Good. I especially enjoy just my cursed monarchy posts. Is an American actress. She first gained fame for a teen role as Tamara Campbell on the ABC WB sitcom Sister Sister. Oh, wait. They literally just copy-pasted this from Wikipedia. Also, what, DSI? What's going on? Will this be that race mixing the other was on about? You mean the race is blending? As these two obviously white morons put it? I don't know! This was released before that, so we'll find out together as a family whether or not that's gonna happen. Anyway, A reality TV show following her and her twin sisters' lives, Tia and Tamara, began airing on the Style Network in 2011, ending in 2013 after 3 seasons. Sorry about that. Sumagri. We already went over this. Yeah, I'm sorry about that 10-second lag, Super Dark. I don't know what caused it. I do not know how to fix it right now. Hopefully, once I actually get something better to use, that won't be much of an issue anymore. EPIGRAPH. The importance of grace. The knowledge that power is nothing without respect. Why one must have patience, positivity, perspective, manners, kindness, and humility always to everyone. No exceptions. The joy in treating people as a gift rather than a burden. How far choosing gratitude can get you. If I know anything about any of this, it's because I was lucky enough to have learned from the very best at the very beginning. That is like the complete opposite of the dark shit I wrote when I was 12. Like, mine was just like, the darkness is consuming me. Why am I all alone? Why does no one understand me? I was borderline emo in middle school, now that I think of it. Continuing. Photos. Oh boy, more terrible Photoshop. Are you having fun yet, Rocky? Because I know you're Swedish, and I know that I have made fun of the Bernadottes many times. Mostly because there's a slew of coincidences between their family and my family, and I hate it. Yeah. Oh my god, they didn't even, like, fade this properly, like... Holy fuck. Oh, wait. Wait. Did they just try to use, like, the burn tool on her hand to make it look like they're holding hands? Or is that just a pathetic shadow attempt? Holy shit, I have 7 viewers. Welcome, everyone. I'm not used to having so many. I'm not a Bernadotte, so it's all good. I mean, I still, when and if I go to Sweden, I still want to, like, at least meet a small amount of them wearing that t-shirt I keep promising y'all I'll make. I'll explain the context later. Anyway. We're gonna pass some more photos. Here. Rockadout. Here's that, blending of the races the authors were going on and on about last time. Oh yeah, if you weren't here last time, I was reading a different one of their stories, and part of it was like, oh, Caucasians are now a minority because the races have blended, which is, by the way, the absolute worst way you can put that. Don't say that. What kind of fucking fade effect is this? Weird. Anyway. Troll the Bernadottes. Yes, I will troll the Bernadottes, Sandy. I will troll them. I will troll them all! I hope this doesn't put me on, like, a watch list, because I have, like, legitimate intentions and a vague plan in mind. So I really hope this doesn't put me on a watch list. Photos. Continue reading. Perot-la-goog-goog. Please, again, do not do this weird lettering thing. It is not quirky, it is annoying. We're never the same person twice. Jennifer Crystal Johnson. Prologue. 27 June 2010. Alright. Given the timeline, this is about... I hate that I know this. 8 days after his sister got married. So this is a weird time to do an engagement announcement. Considering the fact that it's engagement between Prince Carl Philip and Miss Tamara Mowry. Yeah, oh yeah, you thought we were gonna get insight on the secret engagement? You have not read a Lovely Angels fanfiction before. Anyway. Engagement. The Marshal of the Realm is delighted to announce the engagement between Prince Carl Philip and Miss Tamara Mowry. After His Majesty the King of Sweden had given his consent to the marriage between Prince Carl Philip and Miss Tamara Mowry, His Majesty requested the approval by the Swedish government in accordance with the procedure set out in the Swedish Constitution. These real human beings whom stuff existed in real life, I have photoshopped their breeding. Like... I know I've said this before, but I really do have an issue with real people fanfiction on a moral stand. Like, they're real people, you shouldn't, like, hook them up in your fanfiction, then publicize them. Yeah, the acrylic and Greek characters are hurting my eyes too, Sandy. Like, as I mentioned, it annoys the shit out of me. Tamara has today said yes to the question to spend the rest of her life together with me. Today is a very happy day for Tamara and I, said Prince Carl Philip. Yes, the American actress was approved for marriage after a secret dating for 2 years. Seems, actually, considering what we know about, Sophia the Snake Lady, this is not surprising. The wedding date has not yet been decided, but it is planned to take place during the summer of 2011. Svante Lindqvist, Marshal of the Realm. Prince X. Forgot the X. And now write 50 chapters of expository dialogue and clothing descriptions. No. You have to steal photos of whichever celebrity you want to play the OC or Tamara Mowry and make fake Instagram posts because that's how the world works now. Prince Carl Philip of Sweden talks surprise proposal to Tamara Mowry. Prince Carl Philip of Sweden and his new fiancée Tamara Mowry have spoken for the first time about their engagement. Carl Philip, 32, took the model by surprise when he proposed to her early one morning. Their happy news was announced on Friday, 27 June. Again, 8 days after his sister got married. Timing much. At a press conference held at Drottningholm Palace. I was nervous, the prince said of the proposal. I woke up several times the night before. I do not know if Tamara noticed. I wanted it to be a surprise. He did manage to surprise me, said Tamara, who is usually the first of the two to wake up, but I did think he was strangely refreshed that morning. The loved up couple, okay, were giving a joint interview to Swedish website DT. Rocky, what's DT? Like, I've scoured, like, certain Swedish news sites. What the fuck is DT? I have never heard of DT. And held hands throughout the whole conversation. Some people said we clicked from the start, said Tamara, but I could never believe it would end like this. Everyone who knows Carl Philip notices at once that he is an incredibly humble, warm, and kind person. I have issues with that commentary, but I don't want to go on like a 15-minute tirade about how he's a fucking idiot. Also because I don't want to be put on a watch list. I'm probably on, like, Denmark's watch list already. I know that they've blocked a few of my anti-monarchy videos on YouTube. I have no idea. Well, either way, I guess it's not important. The more I got to know him, the more my love for him grew. While the couple planned to marry in summer 2011, Carl Philip and Tamara have not had time to start thinking about their nuptials. We are taking one step at a time, said Tamara. Naturally, we plan to have children in the future, with the groom-to-be adding, we want to live, do things together, and just enjoy being for now. To just enjoy being for now. Tamara, who first met her Prince Charming in 2007, has been invited to events such as Crown Princess Victoria's wedding 3 days ago. Yep. It's June 27th. What the fuck is wrong with this person? What the fuck is wrong with these people? They haven't done their research. Flower put on the Swedish and Danish intelligence services watch lists. I genuinely hope I don't get put on the Swedish watch list, because I have genuine plans for that. Which I won't go into that much detail of. Anyway. 3 days ago. However, she is now considered an automatic guest at public events that Carl Philip attends. Okay. Few problems with this. From what I understand about how the Swedish royal family works. I hate that I know all this, but I have a bile fascination with the Bernadottes because I don't understand why the fuck they still exist. Hello, I am Princess. My purpose is to be pretty and breed. Hello, I am Prince. My purpose is to be dignified and breed. Yeah, that's pretty much the purpose, Super Dark. Anyway. From my understanding, the current generation of adult-aged Swedish royals were not allowed to bring their partners to official events until they were at least engaged. And even then, those events were few and far between. Which is why it was absolutely bizarre that they just go, I'm not on Sappho's watch list, for, like, discussing the technicalities of this fanfiction. Anyway. That's why it was so bizarre that they just invited Sophia to, say, a 2013 wedding before she was even engaged. In fact, they announced their engagement on the same day as his younger sister's husband's birthday. There's a lot wrong here, but we don't have the time to get into it. I feel hugely confident announcing our engagement and having Tamara by her side. My side said the royal. Large adult Swedish sons. At last, we were a team, and we're a good team. Tamara, who rose to fame as a TV actress, not by posing semi-naked with a steak. Okay, let me make this clear. I have no issue with that. I have other issues with Sophia, okay? Let me make that very clear. Added that she knows how to handle the pressure that comes from dating a prince. From the beginning, I've had a strong identity, said the 31-year-old. I know who I am and the values I have. I'm here for the most beautiful reason in the world, and it is love. As long as it is strong, then I am strong. Carl Philip and Tamara have been dating since 2008. The following year, the couple moved in together to a private estate in Djurgården, an affluent neighborhood in Stockholm. Monarch boos who don't even read the rules, SMH. The monarchy fandom, I've been lurking in some monarchy fandom boards or blogs on Tumblr, and it's super weird. It's kind of creepy, actually. Anyway, X. Tamara's phone rings. She sees that Ty, who I'm guessing is supposed to be Tia, is trying to FaceTime her. Hello, she says quickly into the phone. She sees Tia on the camera, just sobbing. Tia, what's wrong? The sobbing just continues. I can't believe you're getting married, Tia said. Oh, Tia, Tamara said. I know, this pregnancy has made me a mess, but I'm really happy for you and Carl. You two are really meant for each other, Tia said. Thank you, Tia. That means a lot to me. To us, Tamara said. So have you two started planning? Tia asked. More like copy and paste for formal weddings, yes. But we have started, and I have something to ask you, Tia. What the fuck is this fan fiction? Anyway. What is it, Tia asks. Tia, will you be my matron of honor? Tamara replied. Yes, of course I will be, Tia said. Great, and Andrea will be my maid of honor. No. This is not how it works. You don't have a maid of honor and a matron of honor. Your maid of honor is your matron of honor if the maid of honor is already married. That's why it's a matron, not a maid. We're not even done with the prologue yet, and I'm already just ripping this to shreds. It's such a strange fandom writing entire stories that are centered around pregnancy. Oh. Yeah, because they need a breed. They have a need to breed. I cannot wait for you and the family to get here. Sweden is so beautiful, and I know you'll love it, Tamara said. I'm glad you love the country, you'll be living in forever, Tia said. I'll come visit, Tia, Tamara said. I know you will, Tia said. Tia, are you sure you really want to marry him and give up everything? Tia asked, interrupting Tamara. Yeah, super dark. On a conceptual level, it's just wish fulfillment about doing marriage and getting pregnant. I feel like this is their wish fulfillment fic. They're living out their dreams of hoping to become royals. I'm not surprised the monarchy fandom has gotten toxic, Sandy. Do you have any experience with that? Because if so, I'm legit curious. Actually, the only thing I'm giving up is acting, Tia. I can still do everything else like our businesses. No, you cannot. No, that's not how it works. No. I've always been in the public eye, so I know what I'm dealing with. No, you don't. You really don't. Gestures at the past however many centuries. I love him, Tia. You know that. He asked me to marry him, and you know what our entire future played in my head, and it was beautiful, Tia, Tamara said. Okay, Tamara, I'll support you. Okay, that plotline was resolved. Are you guys getting a prenuptial agreement? Tia asked. Doesn't, I think every royal, has to do a prenup for various reasons. Photoshop an image of a monarch boys in a racing game with a little title Need for Breed. I think Carl Phillip actually has experience in racing. I mean, he's not good at it, and he has 2 children now, so why he still does it is questionable, but... Alright, continuing. Of course, we want to make sure that we are both safe just in case we get a divorce, which we both know won't happen, Tamara replied. Oh, we should. Cindy, we should cross over. Like, I have like a couple of historical fan fictions in my list that I still need to read. Okay, Tamara, I gotta go, but call me soon, Tia said. Okay, bye, Tamara said, ending the FaceTime call. X. 23 November 2010. Royal wedding date chosen by William and Kate. Prince William and Kate Middleton will marry on Friday, 29 April at Westminster Abbey, Clarence has announced. What the fuck? Why are we focusing on Will and Kate now? I thought this was about that lady who was on Twitches. The Spurgeon or the Formula One driver. Doesn't he still want to make like Austria a monarchy? Or does he want to be like a politician and everyone just hates him? I forgot the exact context behind that. Anyway, the couple, both 28, got engaged while on holiday in Kenya in October. Prime Minister David Cameron, that cunt, said it would be a happy and momentous occasion and would be marked by a public holiday. The BBC's Jude Kelly reports. Tamara closes the television and when Carl Phillip enters their bedroom with an envelope in their head. Tamara, I need to tell you something, Carl Phillip said. What's wrong, Carl? Tamara asked. Tamara, we've been invited to attend William and Kate's wedding in April, Carl Phillip answered. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my computer out the window because this isn't how anything works. They just announced their wedding date. That doesn't mean the invitations are ready yet. We have, Tamara asked. Yes, William and Harry are very good friends of mine. They will actually be attending our wedding too. No, they are not. No, this is not correct. No. Just someone just clip me with me just saying no 1,500 times. All my homies hate David Cameron. As they should, Sandy. As they should. So April 29, we'll be there, Tamara said. Yes, also my father wants to see you in his office to talk about your progress with everything, Carl Phillip said. But I talked to him about that at lunch, Tamara said. I think he likes talking to you, Carl Phillip said. In more ways than one, I guess. I guess he's like you then, Tamara said. I guess so, Carl Phillip said. You ain't a real homie unless you ain't the monarchy. You're right, DSI friend. X. 24 April 2011. Carl Phillip and Tamara walked out of the airport and all they could see was flashes of the cameras. Seeing the flashes, brought to you by the Department of Redundancy Department, Tamara could feel her heartbeat speed up and her breath shorten. Even though she was used to being followed by paparazzi, but not to this level. Quickly, she grabbed Carl's hand to try to calm her nerves and take deep breaths. This was going to be her life and she had to get used to this. Carl Phillip led her to the car, opening it for her to get in. Carl got in after her and the car took off. What the fuck is this fanfiction? So are we going to Kensington Palace, Tamara asked. Yes, William and Kate have invited us to stay at Nottingham Cottage until the wedding, not college. I'm tired. No, I'm not tired. I'm just stupid. That was nice of them, Tamara said. Yes, Carl Phillip said. They arrived at Kensington Palace and find William, and Kate standing there waiting for them. This is not how anything works. It wasn't Carl Phillip who went to the wedding, it was Victoria and Daniel, and even then, the king was invited, but he declined because his birthday was the next day, and that would cause a scheduling conflict. This is super wrong. This is super wrong. Why would Will and Kate just let some couple stay at their house when they are preparing for one of the most stressful days of their lives? Their wedding, their wedding. Why aren't they staying with the rest of the guests at wherever royal guests stay before weddings? This is dumb. This is stupid. This is dumb, dumb, stupid. Remember, shake their hands and don't curtsy to them, Carl Philip said. Okay, Tamara said. The car stops a few feet away from them, and Carl gets out and helps Tamara out of the car. No, wait, this stops a few feet away. My bad. Tamara stood up and fixed her dress and hair before grabbing Carl's hand as he led her over to the three. Hello, Carl. How are you? William asked, greeting Carl Philip. I'm not even going to try with a British accent. I cannot do it. Hello, William. I'm well. I would like you to meet my fiancée, Tamara Mowry, Carl Philip replied. Hello, Tamara. Nice to meet you. This is my fiancée, Catherine Militant, William said. A conversation normal humans have on a normal human level. Hello, William, Catherine. It is nice to meet you both, Tamara. Hi, Carl Philip, Tamara, Kate says nervously as she reaches out to shake Tamara's hand. Tamara reaches out and shakes her hand, brought to you by the Department of Redundancy Department. Are y'all having fun yet? Are y'all having fun? I hope y'all are having fun. Ugh. How about we head inside for dinner, William asked. Catherine, please tell me you cooked and not him, because I'll just starve if he touched anything, Carl Philip said. Oh yes, I cooked, Catherine said, giggling. I remember when I lost my mind. Carl, I know you're not talking about anyone's cooking, William said. Hey, I've gotten better, right, Tamara, Carl said. If you count boiling water right for the first time, Tamara said. I knew it, Carl Philip's an idiot. See, improvement, Carl said. Yeah, William said, and he and Kate let us and signed on at college. Isn't Carl Philip, like, into design? Because I remember I've seen some of his designs, and they didn't look the best. If it's any consultation, Flowey, my effort at Texan accent would be so bad to have a 50-50 chance of ruining our friendship. I mean, I'm not insulted by terrible Texan accents. 'Cause, like, I've been to the South enough to be able to do a decent Texan accent. It's just that neither my parents were raised in Texas, so I wasn't necessarily grown up around them. Anyway. Yeah, William said as he and Kate led us inside Nottingham College. The cottage here is gorgeous and cozy, Tamara said. Well, thank you, Tamara, Catherine said. We walked over to dining table and took our seats. Catherine got up to get the food. Catherine, do you need help? Tamara asked, walking into the kitchen. Oh, yes, please. Can you grab the salad bowl? Catherine replied. Okay, Tamara said as she grabbed the salad bowl brought to you by the Department of Redundancy Department and followed Catherine out of the kitchen. They both placed the platter and bowl on the table before both sitting next to their men. So how did you two meet? William asked. Oh boy! We get to hear how they met again! Isn't this exciting, gang? And totally not a way to reach 1,000 words in a chapter? Yeehaw. It was 2007 when I went on a royal tour to America. I was in Los Angeles when I went to have dinner with some friends, and she happened to be there. We got introduced, and the rest is history. But we didn't start dating until 2008, so how about you two, Tamara said. Yes, as I have not been inundated before with information on how they met because I'm American, and America is, for some reason, obsessed with the British royal family. I hate it. I hate it! In 2001, we met while we were students at residence at St. Salvator's Hall in the University of St. Andrews, Catherine said. I was also wearing a see-through dress. There is photo evidence of this. That's adorable, Tamara said. 1,000, gang. What were the reactions of both your families? William asked. Both were thrilled. Her parents, sister, and brothers were tremendously happy for her and us. I was nervous asking her father's permission, but he was great about it. My family was equally as happy, Carl answered. And Tamara, do you know any Swedish? Or speak any other languages besides English? William asked. I was born in Glenhausen and then West Germany. My parents served in the U.S. Army, so I'm fluent in English, German, and French. I'm intermediate in Spanish from school. However, I have been learning Swedish, but I'm not quite fluent yet, Tamara said. That's amazing, Tamara, Catherine said. They spent the next few hours getting to know each other even better, having fun, laughing till their sides hurt before going to bed, which we would have shown, but that would have led to character development, which, as we all know, is illegal in Unlovely Angels fic. Are y'all enjoying this so far, gang? X. 28 April 2011. Royal wedding. Queens, princes, and princesses dazzle a glittering evening gala. It had all the trappings of a splendid royal occasion, complete with a fabulous guest list. Yet this was just a pre-wedding reception held in the presence of the Queen to welcome foreign VIPs to London ahead of Prince William and Kate Middleton's nuptials. No, I'm dying. I swear Americans care more about our royals than we do sometimes. Actually, that is pretty true, Sandy. I feel like it's our way of compensating for the fact that some Americans see themselves as crass, because I feel like there's a number of Americans that stereotype England as this fancy, upper class, glamorous place. Every one of these stories are reciting their cover letters. Some 40 royals and dignities around the world turned out for the dinner at London's Mandarin Oriental Hotel. Invitees included Crown Princess Victoria, who looked beautiful in a Renaissance affair and was escorted by her husband Daniel, Duke of Västergötland. Prince Carl Philip, who escorted his bride-to-be, former actress Tamara Mowry, who looked beautiful in a blue Alexander McQueen dress. Every time I read Alexander McQueen, I just think Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow! Spain's Crown Prince Felipe also attended, accompanied by his elegant wife Letizia and his mother Queen Sophia. Why are we hearing about this? Skip! The pre-wedding party was officially being hosted by Lady Elizabeth Anson, the Queen's cousin. Hello, who are you? I am Dick Bottombury. I studied law at Calais College and know these languages. You're killing me, Super Dark. European stereotype for Englishmen and drunk people who yell a lot and care too much about football. I mean, you can apply that to the United States as well, as long as you apply it to the other football. The American football. Anyway, the pre-wedding party was officially being hosted by Lady Elizabeth Anson, the Queen's cousin. But the British monarch took an active role at the event, greeting guests as they arrived at the exclusive hotel for the festivities. Of course, neither the bride nor the groom were in attendance at the party. William, who earlier in the evening went on an impromptu walkabout amongst the public, was at Clarence's house with his father, who left the party early to be with him. While Kate spent the evening at London's Goring Hotel, quietly preparing for the biggest day of her life with her family. What is, like, the American stereotype in, like, the UK and Sweden? I'm curious now. Like, from my understanding, we're often stereotyped as, like, crass, uncultured dumbasses, but I know there are, like, different stereotypes depending on the country. Hello, Prince Daytona, my Prince Reaper Funchers. I live in exactly 3 castles and I want to dismantle democracy. You mean the heir of the Habsburg throne there, Super Dark. X. 29 April 2011. Tamara walked in Westminster Abbey for the wedding of Prince William and Catherine Middleton, following after Victoria and Daniel with Carl by her side. Tamara was wearing a yellow-coat dress by Catherine Walker with a hat by Lock & Company. Tamara made sure she smiled as she entered the Abbey with Carl as the photos were taken by the media stationed outside Westminster Abbey. I know, it's mostly that stereotype for Americans here as well. I fucking hate my country, I tell you. After the ceremony, what is the American stereotype in Israel, Super Dark? I'm curious. After the ceremony, which we're not gonna show because you can literally just search it up on YouTube, they attended the lunchtime reception hosted by Queen Elizabeth II at Enter Buckingham Palace, starting after the arrival of the married couple's carriage. It was a private gathering for guests drawn from the congregation who represent the couple's official and private lives. The people who most fiercely believe that, though, would usually fit into it themselves. Are you talking about, like, the people who live in the Swedish countryside, Rocky? I guess related to glamour stuff, but not necessarily conservative prestige glamour. Alright, I can see that. During the reception, at which the official harpist to the Prince of Wales... That's a thing? They have an official harpist? I have... City folk as well. Ah. Cool glamour. They have an official harpist? But why? What use is that? Oh, fucking hell. Why? Why do they have their official harpist? Why? Fucking why? This makes no sense. Claire Jones performed. The couple made an appearance on the balcony at the east main front of Buckingham Palace, where they shared a kiss. Jones played a gold leaf harp known as Prince of Wales, presented to Prince Charles in 2006 by Italian-American harp maker Salvi Harps. They just copy-pasted a Wikipedia. From Wikipedia, I see. It's also called Enter, where Tamara was able to meet some foreign royals, including their spouses. In the evening, the Prince of Wales gave a private dinner followed by dancing at Buckingham Palace for the couple and their close friends and family. For the evening reception, Tamara wore a long-sleeve dress by Sarah Byrne and let her hair down. The singer-songwriter Ellie Goulding performed at the event, singing her rendition of Why Our Song for the couple's first dance. The singer also performed her hit single Starry-Eyed for the assembled guests. The event ended at 3 a.m. with a small fireworks display in the palace grounds. Did you enjoy yourself, Carl asked. Yes, I did, and it definitely has me thinking about our wedding, Tamara answered. I'm going to copy it all. It is not surprising to learn that this exists. Same, Sandy, same. Although, now that we're on the topic of the Middleton wedding, from my understanding, Carl Phillips' actual wife basically plagiarized Kate Middleton's dress terribly, like you could see the zipper at her own wedding. Oh god. Would y'all want me to like live watch that wedding one day? Cause it is absolutely a train wreck. Chapter 1. Roy Le Mania. It's good people who make good places in a sequel. May 17, 2011. The release in a statement, Carl Phillips said. Right now, I asked? Yes, he answered as I went on the Swedish royal site. The royal court made the announcement of the details to the wedding. The press release said, the wedding between Prince Carl Philip and Miss Tamara Mowry will take place on the 18th of June, 2011 in the Royal Chapel at the Royal Palace, Stockholm. The engagement between Carl Philip and Miss Tamara Philip was announced on the 27th of June, 2010. The best fanfic is when you can plagiarize Wikipedia for. His Majesty the King has decided that Miss Tamara Mowry, after the wedding with His Royal Highness Prince Carl Philip, will become a member of the royal family and will receive the title of Her Royal Highness Princess Tamara, Duchess of Varmland. She will be known as Her Royal Highness Princess Tamara of Sweden. She will retain her American citizenship and gain the additional Swedish citizenship. I read out loud. Are you okay with everything that wrote? Carl asked. Okay, I'm okay with it. I'm a little shocked that your father is letting me get dual citizenship after all the whole talk of what the people would say, I answered. Sorry about that. I think he just wanted to talk for the hell of it, he said. I'm sure he did. And by the way, we have a pre-wedding interview at 2 p.m. today, so don't be late, mister, I said. I promise I won't be late, he said. X. Tamara Mowry's fiancé, Prince Carl Philip, is her best friend. With just 3 weeks to go until they officially become husband and wife, Prince Carl Philip and Tamara Mowry have spoken about their close relationship in a pre-wedding interview with Swedish TV channel TV4, which will be aired shortly before the couple's nuptials in June. Carl Philip and Tamara have revealed they feel strongest when they are by one another's side. Carl Philip is my best friend, said Tamara. He will be known as Her Royal Highness Princess Tamara, Duchess of Varmland, after she says I do on 18 June. He is the person I talk to the most. He's so smart and I feel so secure with him. Tamara and Carl Philip both express how happy they are to be by each other's side. The prince himself was just as insistent that being in a partnership with 32-year-old Tamara brings out the best in him. I feel extremely confident, stable, and balanced when Tamara is by my side, says 33-year-old Carl Philip, and I felt that way from the beginning. This is slowly killing me, guys. While the couple themselves are full of admiration for each other, the journalist who conducted the interview, Tilde Paula, says their mutual affection is clear for anyone to see. Meeting them was seeing true love up close, she said. The interview, which will be screened in Sweden on 1 June and 8 June, is the latest in the pre-wedding excitement. Rocky, quick question. When Carl Philip actually got married, were people legitimately excited, or did most people not give a shit? Last week, the couple's wedding band ceremony saw the Swedish royal family, including the whole gang, except for Daniel for some reason, turn out in force at Stockholm's Royal Chapel. I don't remember. I don't blame you, Rocky, for not remembering. I wouldn't have given a shit either. In April, former actress Tamara was treated to a lavish hen weekend with her close friends, sister Tia, and future sisters-in-law, Crown Princess Victoria, Princess Madeline. Are hen parties a thing in Sweden? Are bachelorette parties a thing? 'Cause, like, bachelor and bachelorette parties are a thing in the United States. Hen and stag parties are a thing in the UK. Is that a thing anywhere else? When are you going to be doing a loud read? Live reading of Wappy Coward? Hey, Roxanne. Eventually. They are a thing. Okay. The more you know. To be held at Country Mansion, Hatuna Setness on the banks of Lake Malaren, on the taxpayer's dime, nonetheless. In April, former actress Oh wait, we already read that. The following month, Chris Carl Philip was kidnapped for a surprise stag party in Greece, organized by none other than his elder sister Victoria, whose hen party he had arranged back in 2010. That's unsettling. May 19, 2011. Carl Philip and Tamara were walking hand in hand through the garden. My mother tells me and the girls went out to try on dresses for the pre-wedding reception, Carl Philip said. Yeah, I'm wearing a blue strapless dress, so your tie should be blue so we can match, Tamara said. Dark or light blue? Carl asked. Light blue, Tamara answered. A normal conversation normal humans have in normal human situations. Oh, William said to tell you that Catherine said hi and something about having something borrowed to give you for the wedding, Carl Philip said. It's for the wedding, Tamara said. What are some American traditions for a wedding? Carl Phillip asked. Well, something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue, which is just universal wedding tradition. No. No, it's not. No, 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 no. There's a bachelorette party with friends of the groom, a bachelor's party with his fellows. While in Sweden, the bride has a hen party with her friends, and the groom is stag do. In most American wedding culture, the groom carries the bride over the threshold. There's even a wedding registry where the bride and the groom picks out gifts for their guests to buy for them. And you can find out more on Wikipedia, gang! I'll definitely be carrying you over the threshold, Carl Phillips said, and I wouldn't have it any other way, Tamara said. X. June 17, 2011. Oh my god. This is like sucking the life out of me. Tamara smiles as she and Carl Phillip exit out of their car and head to the boat where the king and queen are hosting the pre-wedding dinner. The both smile warmly to the cameras and share a few jokes. A few moments after they step on the boat, Tamara hears someone say her name in a British accent. She turns to see the newly married Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, walking toward her with arms outstretched, ready to give a hug. Okay. Miss Catherine nor her husband were not invited to any of the Swedish weddings. It was Edward and his wife. I hate that I know this, but I know it. Don't question me! How are you doing? Catherine asked. Well, I'm well, a little bit nervous. You know, this is a lot to take in. I never thought I'd be getting married or having a royal wedding, Tamara answered. I know the feeling, Tamara. I have issues with that statement. Do not be nervous. I was there too. Well, I'm still learning the ropes. After 10 years? Maybe, we can learn together, Catherine said. The biggest fanfic aggregator website, Wikipedia.com. .org, super dark. It's Wikipedia.org. Was there no actual plot, says Sandy. What's the conflict in this fic? The conflict is that it's slowly killing me. The conflict is in ourselves. It was in ourselves the whole time. The drunkest read on this story. But y'all really do enjoy my cursed fanfiction readings, don't y'all? Thank you, yes. I think we can learn together. I feel a lot better about this now, Catherine, Tamara said. Plotline over. It's nice to have someone who is in the same position and understands what I'm going through, especially when all William can say is, do not worry, don't be nervous, Catherine said. Oh, trust me, I know, I love Carl, but if I hear don't be nervous one more time, I might explode, Tamara said. I mean, we have to still be. Just a few more chapters and I'll let your families go. My favorite one is, don't forget to smile and wave, Catherine said. Tamara Mowry dazzles at pre-wedding dinner. Prince Carl Phillip and Tamara Mowry have made their first appearance to kick off their wedding weekend. The couple stepped out on the harbor of Stockholm on Friday night along with other members of the royal family and guests for a private dinner ahead of the official ceremony on Saturday, 18 June. Though it's not official quite yet, Tamara looked every bit the princess as she dazzled in a blue floor-length Zuhair Murad gown that featured embellished bodies with short sleeves. I thought you went for a strapless dress. She changed her mind? I guess. Her future husband looked dapper in a classic black tuxedo as the duo walked arm in arm into their celebration. These streams are fun and good because I hate having a good time. Thank you, Super Dark. On hand to dine with the happy couple were the groom's sisters, Princess Victoria, husband Prince Daniel, Princess Madeline, Prime Paris, yada yada yada. You know the drill. Following Friday's dinner, Carl Phillip and Tamara's wedding ceremony will take place at 4:30 p.m. That's kind of late, in my opinion. On Saturday at the Royal Chapel in Stockholm, Tamara will then officially become a member of the royal family and receive the title of Her Royal Highness Princess Tamara, Duchess of Varmland. After the church ceremony, the couple will make their first public appearance as newlyweds traveling in procession by horse and carriage. As everyone eagerly waits to see the 32-year-old brunette beauty's wedding gown, several details about the reception have been released. Alongside with the Swedish royal family, royals from Belgium, Denmark, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, you know the drill. Matthias Dahlgren, the only Scandinavian chef with a prestigious 3 Michelin star rating, is at the helm of the meal for the big day while Enya is set to perform. I feel like this is a reference to them using an Enya song at the actual wedding ceremony for some godforsaken reason. Hey, Roxanne. And like most modern couples, there even is an official hashtag for the wedding. Every detail can be followed at hashtag Royal Wedding 2011, hashtag Kagipu 2011. Alright, gang. Do you want me to read the wedding scene? Oh, can't hear him. You can't. Can everyone hear me alright? Or is it only I'm Roxanne? So, yeah, do y'all want me to read the wedding, or do you want me to wait for next time? Because this is like so long. Type F in the chat if you want me to read the wedding, because I like being miserable. Yeah, I'm gonna take a short break to get my water in. Refill my water. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, y'all. There's something I want to share with you before I read the wedding chapter. These are actual photos from an actual royal wedding, Carl Phillips' actual royal wedding to Sophia, as we've established. Let's look at it in all its glory. So, I like the sequins in this dress, as well as the fact that it's made from a bit of a translucent material. And I don't think the tailcoats of that suit were ironed. But that's just a nitpick. Your translucent material. Shut up, Roxanne! And I also love how the man's tips are frosted. Like, look at this. You can see that it's obviously frosted. Anyway, next photo. This. First of all, the man looks obviously tanned. The pants are too long. I have no idea what's going on here. I don't know which Muppet she murdered for that frock. I don't know. I don't know what anyone was thinking. Royal titles don't come with good taste. I'm pretty sure these people were from the bride side of the family. You know, the one who posed naked with a snake. This woman, I believe, had her dress shoes in her handbag. Good night, Rocky. I'll link you the stream archive once I upload it, so you can relive the wedding scene. And his tie is obviously too short. His pants are too long. He didn't even bother to button his tie. I mean, his suit, not his tie. God damn it. Do I really need to explain what's wrong with this dress? I mean, the pants are obviously too long here. The bow tie's crooked. And the dress is a dress. I don't know what else to say about it. This woman didn't even iron her dress before she came in here. Didn't iron her dress, didn't comb her hair. I feel like she understood how trashy the event was going to be. Anyway. We're gonna read the wedding chapter and then I'm gonna retire for the night. Chapter 2. The heart does things to reasons that reasons cannot understand. June 18, 2011. Tamara was a mess as soon as she woke up at 11 a.m. She was already behind schedule. She was supposed to wake up at 10:30 a.m. The wedding was set for 4:30 p.m. at the Royal Chapel at Stalco Palace, as we've already established. Her sister woke up and joined her at the breakfast table. They had a quick breakfast before an aide dropped by around noon with her wedding tiara. Is it? Tamara asked as she took the box from the aide and placed it on the table. Yes, ma'am, the aide answered. Open it, Tamara, Tia said. Tamara opened the box to find a stunning blue amethyst tiara trimmed in diamonds. Tamara had tears in her eyes. It's even more beautiful than I remember, she said. Are you okay? Tia asked. Yes, I'm okay. I'm marrying the man of my dreams today, and I'm moving here permanently, and I'm gonna miss you giving birth. Whoa, 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 wow. I thought we established in the prologue that, it was June of 2010, or July, whatever, when Tia was pregnant. Why is she still pregnant 1 year later? That is not correct. Can she give birth to some steak tacos? I'm betting on her right now. I cannot provide you with DoorDash, Roxanne. I'm sorry. They left her room as Tia comforted her sister. "It's okay, Tam. Remember, you can always come and visit, and I'll do the same," Tia said. "Okay," Tamara said. "Oh, God, look at the time, Tamara," Tia said as Tamara looked at her phone and saw that it was already 3, somehow. "How did that happen? It was just due," Tamara said as she rushed to go do her own hair and make space up while Tia got dressed. At 4 o'clock, she and her father leave to head toward the Royal Chapel, where the ceremony and later reception will be broadcast live on Sweden's version of BBC. Just say SVT! Like, you already put in some more obscure Swedish media references. Just say SVT! For the love of God! Just ahead of Tamara and her father entering the church, Tia walked down the aisle. Tia wore a light purple dress, followed by Andrea, while the flower girls wore white dresses with purple sashes. Tamara and her father stood at the entrance of the chapel. They began to enter the church as journeys faithfully began to play. Can you fucking imagine Journey being played at a European royal wedding? That's fucking comedy gold. Anyway, continuing. Tamara is in bespoke Zuhar Murad lace-lined wedding dress without the shoulder neckline, long sleeves, and a 5-meter train with a draped veil. She wore her hair in an updo with her new tiara and a pair of earrings her mother gave her. She carried the traditional Swedish bouquet, whatever. Carl had tears in his eyes as Tamara walked halfway with her father to meet him. Her mother, Tia, Andrea, Catherine, Sylvia, Madeline, Daniel, and Victoria were also emotional. Why? How long have they known this child? Like, a couple years? That's not enough to form an emotional connection. Maybe so, but I don't know. I'm a lonely soul. Tamara and Carl joined hands and bowed and curtsied to the monarch seated before them. They then walked the rest of the way to the altar together as Carl told Tamara, "You are beautiful." "Thank you, handsome," Tamara said. The Right Reverend Lars Goran Lornemark, Bishop Emeritus and Chief Court Chaplain, and the Reverend Michael Björkhagen, Court Chaplain, and the Rector of the Royal Court Parish, conducted the ceremony. We did not need to know their names. Fucking hell! Swedish royal wedding. Prince Carl Philip marries Tamara Mowry. A former actress had become a princess, marrying a man who is second in line to the Swedish throne. Tamara, 32, married 33-year-old Prince Carl Philip at a lavish ceremony in the chapel of Stockholm's royal palace. Thousands of well-wishers lined the streets for the event. Not true. Despite polls suggesting the Swedish royal family's popularity is rightfully waning. Oh, for the love of God. Wedding of Carl Prince Philip and Tamara Mowry. The wedding of Prince Carl Philip, Duke of Värmland, and Tamara Mowry took place on 18 June 2011 at Slottskyrkan, Stockholm. Date 18 June 2011. Venue Royal Chapel, Stockholm Palace. Location Stockholm, Sweden. Participants, we know, blah, blah, blah. For the fuck's sake, are they just... No, I'm not gonna bother with this. Fuck this shit. I'm not going to read a repeat of everything that's already been said. I'm trying to comprehend and empathize with this concept of true happiness and trying to live out in this fanfic. But yeah, I can't do this. Good night, y'all. I'll see y'all Monday when we continue this bullshit. Bye-bye.
Show you